Can I get a raise of hands at who has ever had a houseplant die on them unexpectedly? Okay. Well, there can be a myriad of different problems that cause this, whether it's overwatering, lack of watering, lack of sunshine, or overfeeding it. I think the biggest overlooked issue is pot size. For example, if your pot is too small, the roots of the plant can become root bound, which means that the roots have nowhere to grow and lose nutrients to give to the rest of your plant, causing it to die. Today, I will be focusing on how to repot a plant with proper soil aeration, drainage, and spacing to prevent stunted plant growth in a houseplant. Some materials you will need are good quality soil. So I have some in this pot right here. This has coconut fibers in it to retain moisture and encourage new growth because coconut fibers have extra nutrients in it and it's good for your plant. The next thing you'll need is a bigger pot for your plant. Ideally, twice as big is good until you have to repot it again. But this is what I have for now. And at the bottom of this pot, I have rocks for drainage, just a handful. These are lava rocks, any kind works. Next you will need is a watering can to water your plant after you repot it, because that's important. Plants need water. And of course, your plant. This is a hosta. That's what I'll be replanting today. So first, what you want to do, this is probably the easiest part, but it's kind of messy. So I have a tray under me so I don't get dirt everywhere. So what you want to do is you want to squeeze your plant so it like detaches from the wall of the pot that it came in. And this is easy because it's plastic, so it's pretty thin. And then you push it from the bottom up and you can kind of see the plant coming up, right? Okay. So then you slip your hand over and you just pull it out. Okay, as you can see, there's a lot of root-bound roots on here. So what you want to do, this is really important part to make sure those roots are growing. You want to separate the roots at the bottom. So you can just do this, you massage the plant, the bottom of the plant. This gets really messy. It'll fling dirt everywhere, but it's good for your plant in the long run. I'd say be gentle, but do what you need to do to get those roots out, because you will need those for new growth, and that's important in new plants. Okay, once you have that done, you can see a couple roots down there. I'm just going to set this aside, and I'm going to get my new my new pot. So we have the rocks at the bottom for drainage. Even those out, and then put your dirt in the bottom. And then you can use your plant to measure how much dirt you need. So this looks about good. You might need some extra dirt to put on the sides just so your plant is stable in there. So I'm doing that. As you can see, I'm like poking down the dirt with my fingers. This is a really important step. Make sure it has enough dirt to retain moisture and nutrients. So as I'm doing that, okay, this looks about good. So now you want to press your plant down gently, not too hard, because that can also stunt root growth. You just want to clean up the sides just a little bit. Okay, so once that is done, you can water your plant just a little bit. I have about a teaspoon of Miracle-Gro in here. This will encourage new growth in your plant. You really only need to feed your plant once a month. Depending on the plant and plant health, this one's pretty healthy. It really doesn't need fed that very much, but once a month is good for these guys. And there you go. Once you've watered and fed your plant, you are ready to set this on a sunny windowsill. Thank you.